Hey guys, how we doing today? Welcome back to the joy of resin. Let's see, doing a couple of different projects today. Just finished up with the coffee table mold over there, and now I'm going to use up the rest of this deep pour epoxy on these guys over here. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to start here because I need to just get this done and out of the way. Here's my deep pour. It is just crystal clear. So these are the French cleats that I've been working on. They're still not quite where I want them to be, and I need to recast the mold because the mold that I have sucks. It just creates pieces that I still have to sand and file and blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to get some that are perfectly smooth and just have no imperfections, and that just requires dipping and re-dipping. So that's what I'm doing. It's just dip and drain. I'm hoping that the deep pour with its lower viscosity will not create so many imperfection spots for me to have to fix later on, but I honestly have no idea what I'm doing, so I am just fucking around and finding out. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, well, now I am covered in resin. I'll have to throw these gloves away. Good news is this piece is now thoroughly soaked. Don't want those touching. Okay. More gloves. Okay, so moving right along. First thing I want to try is I had some dandelions growing in my backyard and sprayed a couple of them with some clear sealer spray paint, crystal clear bullshit. I don't fucking know what it's called. But this is the result. I've had it sitting out drying for a couple of days now, and I'm going to try and see if I can get it to work in the skull. So I'm going to pour very slowly so as not to hurt the poor little guy. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to go on that one because I'm pretty sure this thing is going to try and float. So if it does float, I want it not floating far. So you stay there. Up next, we have our latest flower garden orb. This is a special request by a friend who is a paying customer. So we're going to, I was not satisfied with the way this looked as a cap piece, but I'm pretty sure it will look pretty good as a mid-layer piece. So that's what I'm gonna do. That is just wasteful. Okay, so I'm gonna put a few of these guys in there. Save those. What was that? Typical white guy response. What was that noise? I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. Let's pour a little bit on top of this. So hopefully, again, the deep pour with its lower viscosity will help prevent bubbles from forming, from getting in my way, from marring the piece. So kind of squish these around a little bit so that those air pockets release. Why did I pull out a brand new one? I had another one already covered in resin right there. All right, then, okay. Look at that. First layer, the central layer, the one that I had already made, just pretty much completely disappears. Now it looks like I have a nice little floaty flower. Okay. There's our little sun. Well, a little collection of glowy rocks anyways. Okay, let's throw in some different stuff around the edges. Pretty sure nothing in this piece is going to be really centralized, but that's okay. Because gardens should be messy. All right, let's add a little more. I use one of my little crystals in here. Too big. These little crisscross layers should help everything hold in place. Okay, and now I just need a little bit of moss on the bottom. Top this up. Okay, final layer. There we go. That should do it. Let go. Thank you. Okie dokie. All right, that goes on the heat. Now, deep pour does take, days and days to actually finish curing, at least all the way. Although this stuff that I'm using right now does say it can be demolded within after 24 hours, but putting it on the heat mat will expedite that process somewhat, and I'm not exactly in any rush for this one. Okay, so last up is Bob the Skull, and he's going to need some color. Yeah, sure. Fluorite. All right. Now some glitter. No. Maybe. No. Maybe. No. Let's go with the first maybe. Yeah. That nice pinkish purple magenta-y color. Careful not to spill so we don't add to the glitter layer of the world. Keep it all self-contained and locked up, taken out of circulation. Oh yeah, that's a good color. That is nice and aquatic for this. Okay, so this one I'm going to do, well, like I said, aquatic. Oh, my shoulder. So let's throw another layer in here. Finally done with that jar of shells. Blurb. Now let's get some more. Always fun to try and do one-handed. Come here, you. Bob 2.0 has dreams of the ocean blue. He really wants to be a mermaid, which I feel is a valid life choice for Bob 2.0. And if you wonder why I keep calling my skulls Bob, go read the Dresden Files by Jim Butcher, and then you will understand. Okay, that's good. That's good. That is on the floor. All right, I'm gonna put some moss on this as well. This moss is good for both garden and aquatic scenery. Add it to some blue and suddenly it's not a layer of moss, it's a layer of kelp. Isn't that exciting? That is just a mass of moss. Too big. when I come back tomorrow, I can top that up with a final layer. Bob 2.0 will be finished. Okie dokie. All right, that is it for today. I will be back most likely tomorrow, and we will see how everything turned out. So, thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to clean up and go eat and have a lovely day. So I hope you do the same.